What's up, gang? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good, cause I am. Yeah, we up live and direct. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the new subscriber. And shout out to the Payal gang. Trey gang love y'all. All right. Y'all know these recent live been getting a little heated. These recent live been getting a little heated, right? Cause we done mastermind the timeline. We done mastermind the timeline that it actually revealing what happened to Kenneka. No doubts about that. There's no doubts about that. Cause we already know that we already know that Crown Plaza is not finna let these kids do what they did in the hotel without benefiting from it. You know what I'm talking about? Without benefiting from it. So, with that being said, we already know they in cahoots with the staff members, right? So, we went over all the we went over the paperwork held for the surveillance footage. Now, keep this in mind, right? Trey Gang holler at Rosemont. And I got to wait on somebody to contact me about the footage, right? Cause I got to submit the forms, and I got to wait on the lady that's in charge. Then make it so bad, y'all, that the number they gave me at Rosemont, that John out of service. So I had to, call these people, and see what I need to do, right? So yeah. Just be on the lookout till I get that footage, gang. You know what I'm talking about? So we can go over all the footage. It's important, right? In this investigation, you cannot skip over paperwork. You just can't pick out certain footage that the show and trying to present something. It don't work like that. That was my biggest problem when I had the whole investigation. You know what I'm saying? Some of the paperwork that I thought wasn't important, but coming to find out, it was very much important. You see what I'm saying? So if I had the mindset that I got now, back then, you know what I'm saying? I want to just really just overlook things. I would have just put it on out there, because it's the smaller detail that can, you know what I'm talking about, to get you closer to the case. All right. Now check this out, gang. Now I want y'all think about I want y'all to think about that lady that told Zach TV, right? I just want to confirm this right quick, right? I got to go back to Zach TV, right? Because the lady was telling Zach about, you know what I'm saying, Joe's Coleman. We already know that the lady mentioned Joe Coleman name. I don't know if that's Miss Teresa or Gina McGill. We don't know. If it's two ways you can look at it. It could be Gina McGill, Warren and Zach, or it could be Miss Teresa. Whoever it was knew what was going on and knew Zach was in danger, right? So if Miss Teresa, if that was Miss Teresa telling Zach, hey, look into these names. These people's at the hotel. These organ harvesting people. Even though that is if that is Miss Teresa, it wouldn't be nothing wrong with that. Her contacting Zach for his safety. Cause keep this in mind, the lady told him, Zach, you said You was gonna solve this case. And she got started giving him names and then turned around and told him, get off the case. So she really told him two things. Solve the case and get off the case. So if it was Miss Teresa, you know what I'm talking about? She letting Zach know what time it is. She looking out for his safety. If that Gina McGill, they doing the same thing. It's looking out for Zach. Right? So so when you think about this call,
But you know the video, the video. This what's scaring me, man. The video you're talking about, I put it on a Kenneka Jenkins discussion group on Facebook. That video is not on YouTube. I asked you earlier.
now check this out. We don't need to be scratching our head of who voice it is. Right? We gonna figure that out later. Only thing what we is focusing on is the message that she gave the Zach. We just focus on the message. Right now, I don't care who it is. I'm listening to what the lady is saying. Cause if it ain't true about Joe's Coleman, right? If it's true about Joe's Coleman and he down with organ harvesting, right? If Joe's Coleman is down with organ harvesting and you got people saying he was at that hotel, I looked in a little deeper into it, right? And this is what I came up with. On his website, Joe Coleman help Alex get a kidney. So he down with organ harvesting. No doubts about that now. He the only IBM and Intel. That's his line of work. But look what he do on the side. Right? This Joe Coleman shit. Joe Coleman. And this was in 2005. He been down with this shit. You see what I'm talking about? He been down. It's a lot of shit that I done found out about Joe's Coleman. So I'm kind of convinced whoever that lady was, Gina or goddamn it, Mitch Teresa, whoever it was, did they research. They did research. So I was looking at Joe Coleman. I'm like, damn, he trying to help Mark get a kidney. You know what I'm talking about? His friends stay in Texas that need the kidney. He a pastor. So I looked into all of this shit, right? And he 89 years old. He 89. So look, watch this, right? Which is it? It driving me crazy. I'm now thinking the mama, Kenneka family ethic was out to get somebody. You know what? That shit get your ass blocked with those shit, cause you got to go on somebody else's channel. They want to promote this shit. Not on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Not on this channel. So look, check this out. Whoever the lady was contacted Zach, knew what she was talking about. I did research into the footage. Right? I did research in the footage, right? And start finding people. Look, this is what people fail to realize. That some of those people that y'all probably seen on the footage is plainclothes police officers. Plainclothes police officers. Y'all remember in Tay Zunde's video when she said when they was at the Crown Plaza, right? And she was in the restaurant where people was joking about organ harvesting and they stealing organs next door. Next door. See what I'm talking about? So look, this is what I done pieced together, right? Okay, I know what's going on in the footage. I watched it. I memorized all the footage. I know what's on the footage. I got the timelines in my head. Right? So when I was looking at Joe Coleman and you know what I'm talking about, him and his all his donations, cause you know he donates to body donations. These what these people do. So everybody that was at Crown Plaza that night, the doctors, the college students, and speakers. Cause Joe Coleman is a speaker. He talk about cryptos and you know what I'm talking about, how to make money on Google ads and all this stuff. But he in the cahoots with doctors, organ harvesting people. And the way I'm looking at the footage, it's like they was all at Crown Plaza. That's probably why they want us just to focus on Kenneka. Only on the camera. They don't want nobody to watch everybody else. And that's the part that be pissing me off. Why nobody do not want to know? All these people in this hotel, why nobody don't want to know what was their real motive there? Know what I'm talking about? Hold on, gang. Man, look, you got over about 2,500 people there. If we just focus on everybody at the party that's in the room, we probably be overlooking over the main people that organize this shit. You see what I'm talking about? You got people that were there on the 6th leaving parking tickets in the car of Miss Teresa. Know what I'm talking about? This lady telling Zach everything. I looked up all these names. I looked this shit up. Listen to this shit.
Are you in a Facebook group are you in a Kenneka group on Facebook? You said no. Hold up, listen. You said no. So I'm like, how the fuck she know about the video? How did you see it?
I've been watching videos all through everybody else's videos.
Okay.
I've been watching so many videos, and it's just they put yours in there. They add yours in there. They add what Mike's talking about. Larry, he's talking about getting off. So he stopped.
Check this out. The main YouTubers that did their investigation that found out what happened to Kenneka through their investigation, they don't talk about it no more. They don't talk about it no more. Cause look, it's bigger than Kenneka. You see what I'm talking about? Kenneka case can help solve a lot of shit going on in Rosemont. This lady told y'all look at a hotel employee. And this the same dude that met up with Bree. Look, the employee that Bree done met up with at the bathroom, guess who that was? You see what I'm saying? Guess who that was? Why is that lady called check this out. You got this lady telling Zach about organ harvest. Then you got a lady on Straight Drop telling you about the gangs. You see what I'm talking about? You got witnesses there saying the gangs and organs harvesting. Watch this shit, gang. If you got that lady on Straight Drop telling who did the killing, right? Gave you names. I got this sucker profile. You know what I'm talking about? So that lady on Straight Drop channel told you about the staff. The security team was in cahoots with the gang, right? Okay. This lady telling Zach about the same gangs. I mean, about the organ harvesting, and her friends got something to do with it. Still, organ harvesting gang. Then you got Tay Zonde video saying they were joking about organ harvesting that night. Then the plumbing was fucked up. The pool being closed. Know what I'm talking about? Everybody saying the same thing. That was there. At that motherfucker. So look, I put some video together, right, gang? I put some video together. I put a whole lot of receipts into this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I was like, damn. Cause I gotta make room on my storage, you know, so I can have enough to say the whole investigation when I get it. All the camera footage and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? So I got everything I got stored on my computer now, you know what I'm saying? I'ma just make a big video. You know what I'm talking about? Check this out. Zach's laptop was stolen. And he from the suburbs. And it was somebody from the hood that did it, right? Coming to find out, the people that assassinated Zach was from his own neighborhood. From the Wild 100s. What a coincidence, right? So if you got the gangs play the role at Crown Plaza, and then Zach stayed in the same neighborhood with some of these niggas that was at the party, He did his investigation, right? And started. That's why Zach said, I'm finna stop interviewing rappers. He said he finna stop interviewing rappers just for that. This man lost his life. Nobody don't even care. This man lost his life trying to tell us about the Kenneka Jenkins case. And people still let that shit go through one ear and out the other. No wonder why other people don't talk about Kenneka Jenkins case. No wonder why, you know what I'm saying? And check this out. Then his brother got killed. Then Zach got interviews of people that was at the party. Way before Kenneka Jenkins. So basically, you can go back on his channel and look at some of those interviews especially from the west side and the south side. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what's going on. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This the reason why YouTubers don't make videos about Kenneka Jenkins. First of all, they done dug in so deep they found out what's really going on. They found out main key players, right? And then once they found out about it, they started making content about it. Once they start making content about it, they start getting harassed. They don't know these people that's sending threats. All they just know these just bogus accounts. Nobody don't know who's behind them. You see what I'm saying? So I know they felt some type of way because I done got a million goddamn it text message threatening me, talking about you better not end up like Zach when we find out who you is type shit. And then check this out. When they check this out, notice how YouTube was in the beginning when they found out about Irene and Monifa knew it is some kind of setup. Guess what their investigation lead them back to? Back to the staff members. Because the staff member is the one that's responsible, right? So once these people start making content about their findings, you got other YouTubers making content about them and about their work. And I was seeing that shit. I'm like, damn, look what happened to Dr. Ali. Look what happened to Dr. Ali. Why he don't talk about it no more? Why do Mike Larry don't talk about that no more? Gotta think about what would you find in those paper reports. And watch this. Y'all know what's the sad thing about it? Guess what make this whole Kenneka Jenkins case so sad? That anybody can solve this case. I didn't even know how easy it was to really solve the shit. It was really easy if we all just sat down and go over the paperwork thoroughly. Watch all the footage they released, not just simple certain footage, but all the footage, the blueprint, how it's built, because they even got the blueprint Crown Plaza. They even got the blueprint. You see what I'm saying? Like I was trying to tell y'all, it's a reason why you still got certain YouTubers still not uploading the main footage that everybody need to see. Everybody need to see this shit. You know what I'm talking about. So this lady told Zach.
I'm talking about Kenneka at all. I couldn't get him. I couldn't get his number.
Okay. This shit is getting a little spooky, man.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Listen what I'm finna tell y'all. The reason why Zach said this shit getting a little spooky, if you want to get spooked, dig into that paperwork and that footage. And see what you will find. Cause when I be doing my research, first thing I'm like, man, watch when the gang heard about this tea. You know what I'm talking about? Then I present the tea. You know what I'm talking about? Some people don't even take it serious. Some people done got so used to it, they treat Kenneka Jenkins case like it's an entertainment, like a new episode coming out. They treating this shit like this a motherfucking sitcom or something. Oh, look. Check this out, right? Zach got these calls in October, right? He even talking about this here. Anonymous person called Zach and he been pulled over by the
Jasmine,
police.
why you left and I made a right in a parking lot by a bank, and they didn't even put they fucking the lights or sirens on. They was just right behind me. But when I made it right, they put the not the sheriff, but the second black SUV put his lights on. I pulled over. He was saying, "Sir, how are you?" And it was random as shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have my seatbelt on, but as y'all can see from the video, I'm like, I'm blessed. How you? You know? Oh no, I was just checking on you. How you been? We just want to, you know what I'm saying, welcome you to the community. The community, nigga. I've been living out here for, like, I'm in the burbs. I'm looking like, what? What did you? It was just.
See that? Do y'all see that? They pulled this man over in his own hood. Talking about welcome to the community. This the police doing now. This intimidating tactic. And y'all remember when Miss Teresa got pulled over by the police too? She went live about it. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Check this out, gang. I got a video that I put together with a lot of receipts in it, and I matched the timelines up with police statements, court papers, Facebook posts, Snapchats, and you know what I'm talking about, phone calls, other YouTubers' video. I put a lot of this shit together, right? So check this out. I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna play the video game, and I'm gonna and check this out. Once I play this video, keep this in mind. When I put it together, I put it in a way that you got to pay attention to the timeline, what's going on the footage, not what you assuming. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be watching my video and goddamn it, saying what you think is happening. You ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all like this, real. All I just asked, man, Trey Gang put a lot of work in this. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to convince everybody, look, this what's going on. This how the police so corrupt. This how the gang in cahoots. They work there, you know, Irene in cahoots with Little Meek in cahoots with Shemaya and Monique in cahoots with Herman Tolliver and Mariah in cahoots with Rico. Look at all these people look at all these family members that was there. And think about balls. Nobody didn't even investigate balls. We know who all investigate balls. You know what I'm talking about? But what I'm basically saying, it supposed to have been a lot of motherfuckers investigating in ball. Who was that girl? Was this somebody related to somebody at the party? Or was this lady related to Kenneka? We don't know. You know what I'm talking about? We don't know. But that girl looked just like Kenneka and shaped up like Kenneka. What was that one of Kenneka family members? I don't know. But I know the lawyer said Kenneka had friends and family there. Even Mr. Reason made a post about when Monifa said Neek in there, and he said, so what? Why you telling me? That's my fucking cousin. Right? So look, the girl, I'm gonna just get back into that. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna play this video game. It's a lot of footage that the YouTube is not gonna show y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all some of it. And I'm gonna mute my microphone and I'm gonna let everybody, you know what I'm talking about, tune in on the video. Cause I ain't gonna be doing that much narrating. I'm gonna just be in the chat, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm be on a troll hunt. So nobody don't block nobody. Don't even put nobody in time out. Cause I'ma do it. You see what I'm talking about? Just focus on the video. Pay y'all! And I'll be back.
Also breaking tonight, hours of new video are released revealing more about a woman found dead in a hotel freezer. CBS 2's Audrina Bigas joins us now. So you poured through this video. What is it showing us?
36 hours of video, and this was just released to us a few hours ago. This video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking into the kitchen, but we never see her entering the freezer. And tonight, that is why her family is not satisfied with the theory that she walked into the freezer on her own.
freezer of the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois, after attending a party there on September 8, 2017. The medical examiner's report found Jenkins' death to be accidental. Alcohol and topiramate found in her system were thought to have hastened the effects of hypothermia sustained by Jenkins remaining inside the freezer. While the Rosemont Police Department did not suspect foul play, they stated that their investigation was incomplete. Jenkins' family and friends criticized the initial police response, and a lawsuit was subsequently filed against the hotel and others. Kenneka Jenkins was with friends at a party that took place in room 926 of the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel in Rosemont, a suburb of Chicago. 2. The party started at 11:30 p.m. on Friday, September 8, 2017. An acquaintance who arrived at the party noticed that Jenkins appeared to be swaying back and forth as she embraced him in a hug. Several witnesses reported seeing her drink cognac, but did not see her partake of any marijuana or other drugs. Another witness reported that Jenkins wasn't acting like her usual self, noting that she would dance a little, but later appeared to be sad and went to go sit down. 2. She was briefly seen with others walking through one of the halls in the hotel. 3. Camera footage later surfaced of Jenkins staggering near the front desk at 3:20 a.m. 4. About 1 hour later, Jenkins' friends contacted her mother, Teresa Martin, who arrived at the hotel around 5:30 a.m. to assist in the search. She proceeded to knock on many guests' doors from the top floor to the bottom, until a hotel employee called 911 to complain. 5. Hotel management stated that they could not provide access to video footage from the night before until someone reported Jenkins missing to the police, who officially reported her missing to hotel management at 1:15 p.m. Saturday. Family members later characterized the initial police response as lacking in urgency. 2. A first check of camera footage that focused on entrances and exits turned up nothing, but at 10 p.m., police spotted footage of Jenkins stumbling through the hotel. Her whereabouts remained unknown until she was found in the hotel's freezer and pronounced dead at 12:48 a.m. Sunday. 6. She was found lying face down on her side, with one shoe off. There was no sign of trauma other than a small cut on her foot. 2. The temperature inside the freezer was found to be 34 degrees Fahrenheit 1 degree Celsius approximately 2 hours after the doors had been left open. The freezer was on and working and described as a walk-in freezer within a walk-in cooler. 2. And was part of an unused kitchen. 8. Lights were apparently turned off in both chambers when she entered them. Questions remained as to why the freezer was turned on, although it was reportedly being leased out to a restaurant using space in the hotel. 2. Motion-detecting security cameras showed Jenkins staggering, apparently intoxicated, through the hotel's hallways, eventually arriving at the kitchen, where she rounded a corner towards the freezer. The freezer door itself was out of the camera's sight. 9. On October 6, 2017, the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office ruled Jenkins' death an accident. 10. The autopsy report found no illegal drugs in Jenkins' system, but her blood alcohol level was found to be 0.112. 2. Traces of topiramate, a drug used to treat epilepsy and migraine headaches, were found in her system, although she was never prescribed this medication. Topiramate taken together with alcohol can enhance the effects of both, and hasten the onset of hypothermia, the presence of which was confirmed by lesions found in Jenkins' stomach. Brain swelling was also observed, but this condition was not associated with the cause of death. The Rosemont Police Department issued a statement the same day, saying that while no foul play was suspected, their investigation had not yet been completed. 10. Jenkins' friends' stories remained inconsistent as to exactly what had happened after the party. After she went missing, one friend texted another about how Jenkins was drunk and missing. The reply came back, "Fine Kenneka, and I can't believe y'all, sick, lost her." 2. They told Martin that Jenkins had gone downstairs with some people, but they left her alone to go and retrieve a cell phone from one of the hotel rooms. In 2018, the family's attorney, Jeffrey Fieger, filed a $50 million lawsuit against the hotel and others. He displayed photos of a freezer door, showing that it had a lock button from the outside, and suggested someone may have inadvertently locked the freezer door. This was contradicted by the security camera, which recorded no other footage since August 30th, nor any after Jenkins' footage. 2. The photo seemed not to be of the actual freezer door, which latched shut but apparently had no lock. A white circular handle on the inside, which would have enabled a person to exit on their own, appeared to be in good working order. The attorney asserted that the hotel had the means to lock off the kitchen area, as it had a pair of plywood doors with a padlock. 9.
You ain't never seen a white folk. Nigga, this a one.
Yeah, y'all finna get put out. Y'all finna get put out. Y'all get put out. What's up, bro?
Buffing like my gun or something. Something nigga something. Pop that pussy. You see that?
Don't be so loud.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Now, if y'all notice, the time is an hour off. We already know we going with the timestamp that say 1, right? Then you would totally understand the paperwork and what Franz K told us, right? All this, look, when you read all this paperwork, see how this, they said it wasn't no camera on the 9th floor. But this court paper said it was cameras and were probably working where she was observed. See what I'm talking about? Then when you go right here, Sergeant Rose said what he saw on the 9th floor at 1:30. So when you see Franz Cave doing all that running, you know why. You know why. Time is important. Like you see on the screen, 1:30. So this what Sergeant Rose will be seeing at 1:30 while everything taking place on the 9th floor camera. That's why he ran down there. Hi y'all. Now check this out.
She been on these seconds.
We already know how she was gone in seconds. Once you read Mariah's statement, she was in the hotel at 1:40 to 1:45 while Franz K was running in the hall looking for Kenneka. And you got Mariah also in the hotel. Now she got another statement that she made with the police talking about she got there approximately at 2:30. So is it 1:45 or at 2:30? You see what I'm saying? They show you an hour difference, right? So it's not hard to figure out why Mariah paperwork saying 2 totally different timestamps, but the same narrative, right? And remember, Bree was leaving the same time when Mariah was showing up. That's why Irene said park in the parking lot, and that's when you see Bree go out in the parking lot, because they was all talking about the parking ticket. See what I'm talking about? If you keep this in your head, this whole video gonna explain everything. It basically really solved the case. Really, it did.
That's the money for me. Check it out. Yeah.
I am enjoying myself. I'm telling you. What's up? You riding with me or what? Boy, you tripping. Check it out.
I told him to check it out.
Why would they target?
They try to find a fall guy. Like, let's put it on these young man. Hey.
Why would they target Kenneka out of everybody? Was it because she was the most vulnerable? Because she was
in the hall.
Right, I wouldn't say she's the most vulnerable. It's just like, yeah, they was just probably perfect time, homie.
When I say vulnerable, I mean she was by herself. She was drunk, intoxicated.
It could have been any one of us.
It could have been anybody.
It could have been bro. It could have been anybody.
Man, it's just a young lady in the crew, drunk and all the way, probably stumbling, probably sitting down, motherfucker, scooped up, help you up with some shit like that, man.
Anything.
Right.
And the room was right next to the elevator. It was right next to
we ain't getting no hollering and no none of that shit.
We came out the room swinging, fighting. We came out. You know, come on, man. You gonna snatch somebody's friend? Think somebody gonna let you snatch their friend?
Bro,
there had to be some slick. Come on, man. Why you going like that, man? If it was any other group, anybody else, bro. Forget just Chicago, period. If you was in Texas, bro, the hotel, bro. You think nothing let somebody touch you? You're not gonna let nobody harm your fan, bro.
Period.
No.
So boom, man, Mike, and the dude in all red. Check this out. They basically told you when you heard Monifa say we finna bring it out the room, Killer said, yeah, some dude scooped her up and put in the elevator. They ain't hear no screaming. Then you got Monifa admitting that her and Kenneka separated. You see what I'm talking about? They was all on different floors.
I'll tell you, know,
They
go
see,
say that.
look, okay, they see, okay. If any other hotel
Was y'all rowdy?
Chicago,
It was nothing I put out.
Yeah, it wasn't rowdy. One was dancing, but I'm talking about like period. Okay, if you say you going to 609, if you say you going to 609, this crowd come in, they going to 609.
It's a
this
party.
crowd come in, going to 609. Damn, motherfuckers in the front. It's like, hey, I think they. Then we already told them they smoke weed. We told them that they having a party up there. They never They never put them out.
No shit.
No. And then for them, so much activity, y'all started calling us. Then once we started looking for somebody, now we ain't getting no response.
Damn.
That's fishy. Would that be fishy?
That's super fishy.
Yeah.
So he basically just told y'all the 6th floor, it was a party on the 6th floor. They even told the people at the desk they were throwing a party and they was being loud. Monifa made side deals with some of those gang members for some money for Kenneka, right? So keep this in mind. All of this is going on at one. Do you look, y'all see how that check this out. You got this person saying this about Monifa, and Monifa always hugging and kissing on Kenneka like that's her girlfriend. And we already know that she like girls. Then when I read in the text message when the dude said bring her out the room and they were gonna let Monifa hit too. You see what I'm talking about? So boom, if you got P's telling everybody room 609, France K telling us about the 6th floor, Monifa saying they was on different floors. All of this going around between 1 and 3 o'clock. 1 and 3 o'clock. Why the police there? That's why P said everybody was involved. Right? See what I'm saying? Watch this though. Bree got the keys. Right? Bree got the keys. Monifa got her phone. She even told everybody, Rosemont told them not to say nothing.
And when her and that nigga split up and when she came, she thought that they were gonna do what they do and they always gonna meet back up and her and her friends gonna walk back up in that room together. But in reality, that nigga done went and did some dirty shit. And when she came back to link back with her friend, she didn't know where that friend was or that nigga went. And by that time, she done left this nigga because now she wondering where her friend went. And now this nigga done went and met his homie in the lot and they gone. Now the police done pulled up because there's so many people. By this time, it's so many because everybody's like, oh, well, what happened to the people that she was giving the the room number to? Because by that time, while they all getting their rocks off, these people.
Now y'all see that? Monifa went back looking for Kenneka. She wasn't in the room.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza.
Now, I'm finna stop it right here. If you've been following me, this the easy part solving the case. You got the court papers next to the surveillance footage. The court papers gonna tell you about Kenneka movements. Kenneka movements. Right? If you look at this footage and at that paperwork, and if you give it your undivided attention, I bet you will figure out when Kenneka was behind that front desk in the lobby. Let me see how many people could call this out when was Kenneka in the lobby, right? We already got P's already admit the 6th floor. We got Monifa already admit they was on different floors. See what I'm talking about? Watch this, gang.
At O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they say that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes. Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking them earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no cameras.
Check this out. Watch this. Do y'all see what the court paper said? Read number 23. At 2:30, Kenneka was last seen by her friends. It ain't 2:30, it's 1:30, what Sergeant Rose said. Right? And if you look at the time on the footage, right, Kenneka finna come out again at 2. Cause she got to roam the halls to get to where she at, right? So boom. Once you read number 23, Kenneka Jenkins was last seen by her friends at 2:30, and we're gonna go with 1:30. And at 3:30, which is gonna be at 2:30. At 2:30, she was seen entering the surveillance kitchen in the kitchen. Right? Watch this shit. Piece this shit together.
But now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, the Crown. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
Okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside, right in front of the hotel in a parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different new. I'm sorry, it's a new shift. And they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course, they wouldn't have seen her. Cause
what this look like now? This said 2:23. Look what he doing on the computer, and look what he said on the paperwork round about this time. Round about this time. What's going on? Right? What's going on? Listen to what Miss Teresa about to say about the witness. So if you put this 911 call with this footage, with the paperwork, guess what happened?
this is like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and well, you know, real quick, I'm just gonna see if maybe I'm gonna see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, and yeah, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or she's probably?
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was laying in the bed. I just had breast surgery. I fought deep breast cancer. So I'm, sedated off medication early. And they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, to strengthen up myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for her. Once they brought me my car, I came right out here. And I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them if they see it. And there was a lady in the lobby, and she heard me asking at the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room. And
Now watch this. This would be at the same time Kenneka getting off on the elevators. Then you got the witness at the front desk what Miss Teresa talking about. So check this out. Like what Franz K said where he seen the girl on the 11th floor and on the 6th floor. Listen to this 911 call and watch that footage.
come to find out it was the people next door. And when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which then, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
No, I completely understand. The one issue we have, and it's not necessarily that it's an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old, and I mean, as of right now,
she's 19 years old. That's my daughter. She's 19. Her name Kenneka Jenkins, Kenneka.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19. But what I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She's, I don't know, maybe she's, she could be somewhere with one of her friends or something, because, I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friend supposedly.
See that? He said she's somewhere with one of her friends. Exactly what the court paper said. Exactly what the police report said. Somewhere with her friend. Right? So, watch this.
They hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now, they said. They told me. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called me.
Yeah. Well, I guess the one, are you looking to file a missing persons report then, or are you just
233?
Or would you? I'm sorry, go on ahead.
I'm so sorry, sir, but I just want to know, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras?
See that? 2:30 done skipped to 3 o'clock. 2:30 done skipped to 3 o'clock. 2:30 done skipped to 3 o'clock. Ain't that's when the paperwork said? The paperwork. What was going on at 2:30 on the paperwork? And look at the time skip. So they took out some footage. A whole 30 minutes in this kitchen. Why? And what's on that 30 minutes? You see what I'm saying? What's on it? What's on that 30 minutes of footage they done deleted? Right? And this in the kitchen. Where they said she gonna be at. So they roamed around her for 30 minutes. Watch this shit.
And see, it's because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they seen her on their cameras around that time.
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean,
3:30. 3:30. You got security coming out the kitchen. You got 3:30 security coming out the kitchen, so the time skip another 30 minutes. Another 30 minutes. That's a whole hour right there just gone. In the kitchen. So this the main thing that we need to focus on. What was going on in the kitchen for a whole hour? For a whole hour. You got pillows in the kitchen. You got the girl, she done lost her life. She done lost her life. So who gonna investigate that kitchen for an hour and trying to find clues and evidence that's in the footage that can support this shit, right? Check this out, what he finna say, gang.
and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's you could tell not to be saying. You could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't.
Now y'all see that. Keep this in mind. When I put the timeline on this title right here, that's from 2:30 to 3:30. You see what I'm saying? So boom. From 2:30, an hour missing out the footage. So when you go back to the court paper saying they don't mention about no hour. They didn't mention nothing about no hour. They want y'all to think she just walked in there, walked past people just like herself in the freezer, and people kept working. You see what I'm talking about? So let's look at the front desk for an hour. Cause we know he ain't pacing for nothing. We know what he pacing about. Check this out. Watch this, gang. What he'll be pacing about between the hours of 2:30 and 3:30. Drop your answer in my chat before I play the video. Why would he be pacing at 2:30? Damn near a whole hour. Why? Did he lost a bet? Was his favorite team losing tonight? Or did somebody call him on the phone, gave him breaking news? Yeah, front desk Brian, mama dead. 2:30 in the morning, what would he be pacing about? And if he guilty, what he guilty about? Cause if you seen what the paperwork just seen, the paperwork said the staff knew the girl was missing round 1:30. Hold on, gang. They said the staff knew the girl was missing at 1:30. He knew she was missing before he started pacing. Watch this, gang.
Don't sound right, period. That's why I came out here myself. Because and then it sounded like they had been drinking, you know, honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink? And they said she had only 1 cup, you know. But, okay, my daughter ain't the type that normally, she can't even take liquor. Her liquor level is just like mine. We can't take liquor. We cannot take liquor. We take a sip of liquor, we drunk, honestly.
No, I completely understand.
And I'm like, 1 cup is too much for her, you know. And I like I asked them, and then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has a phone. And she love her phone. I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all and just go disappear? And she know I just had surgery, you know. She know my predicament.
No, yeah. Well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. Again, you know how it is. You drink the night before, you get, you know what I mean, whatever else have you. So just give it a couple hours. Maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very smart.
Okay, well then, like I said, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean? Give her some time. Again, maybe she went to one of her other friends' places, or maybe she is still in the room. Just knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yes, I thank you. Okay, and so how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just, like I said, just give it a little bit of time. If
Now check this out. Watch this. Now check this out. Like what you just said, Lena Love. She left the room 1:30 and went missing at 1:30. I mean, she left the room 1:13 and missing at 1:30. That's why they show her coming back that's why they show her arriving at the hotel at 1:13. See what I'm talking about? Cause keep this in mind, she was already in their room at 12 something. Don't it make sense? They knew she came out the room at 1:30. So show her coming in at 1:13. Cause she's still gonna be in the hallway. Cause soon as she get in at 1:13, gets on the elevator. You don't know what floor she was getting off at 1 something. See what I'm talking about? Watch this.
if you hadn't heard from her by, I want to say about 10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, give us a call again. You can come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay, I live in Chicago. Would it be better for me to come back to you all station, or should I go in Chicago and make out a missing report?
My bad, Lena. I meant to call you Lena, not Lisa, goddamn. My bad, you know what I'm talking about? My bad, that's on me. That motherfucker started looking like Lisa to me for a minute when I just took a glance over there, you know what I'm about? But check this out. Okay. We know she got there 12 something, and we know she came out the room at 1 something. That's why Rosemont got to say she was either walking in the hotel and going to the room at 1 something. You know what I'm talking about? Because she out seen at 1 something. Walking the floors with her friends. That's why the paperwork said at 1 something she was last seen by her friends, but told everybody 2 something. Cause 2 something got to go with Irene narrative. Cause keep this in mind. Once she came out the room at 1 something, she was missing for an hour. Till she was spotted again on camera at 2 something. You see what I'm saying? At 2 something. Making her way downstairs. That's why they said she was last seen by her friends. And she was entering the kitchen at 2 something. Watch this game.
You know, I think you know what, you can try to file it out in Chicago. They may tell you to come here since it happened in our town, but I do know that since she lives with obviously she lives with you in the city, I think this might actually fall on them. Or at least they'll be able to take the report, and then they'll get in contact with us, and we'll be able to help them out with the investigation from there.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, whichever one. If I have to come back out here, I'll come back out here, but as long as, if we be able to see, but if I come, okay, I give it to tomorrow.
Hold on, gang. Who doing all the blocking? Who doing all the blocking, right? I know y'all blocking some of my people. And then I'm seeing people blocking people for unnecessary shit. Hold on, we ain't doing no blocking. We ain't finna do that. Hey, if I got some Mars in here, unblock everybody. Know what I'm talking about? Unblock all these folks. Now, check this out.
24 hours. After 24 hours, do you think they'll still be able to see the video camera of today, the surveillance camera
Yes.
for today?
Yes. We'd definitely be able to get the footage.
Okay, thank you. Well,
All right.
I'll do that. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much, okay? Okay.
No, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
So I will now read the email in case you cannot. Dear
Now, y'all know what the statement just said in the court paper between the hours of 1 and 2 o'clock. Between the hours of 1 and 2 o'clock. We seen the witness come to the front desk and talk to the front desk, right? Now we know what the lady told Zach interview about the dude with the red striped shirt. The red and striped shirt, right? She warned Zach and told the people who they was. Right? You see what I'm saying? It ain't no way that you can't figure this shit out now. So watch this. Listen to what Tayzande video said about her witness statement around between the hours of 1 and 2. All the way to 3 and 4 in the morning.
Miss Day, I have been following this case since the start. We are one of the families seen on the video. We did not have any clue that we were on the surveillance nor told. This is why, and our part in this. We are at the Crown Plaza, Chicago's September 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, checking out September 9th at 11 a.m. We were supposed to stay September 5th, but we missed our flight. However, the hotel still charged us for the room as we were too late to cancel, so this is why you see that charge on the bill. We were ticked off by that. We had gone to the cafeteria. I realized I left my jacket in there. I went back downstairs to see if it was open. It was not. So I went to the front desk to let them know about my coat. I left and get more room keys. There were a lot of kids hanging around. They looked thug-like. They looked rough, and they did not make me feel comfortable. I went to the front desk to inquire about my jacket and noticed staff had changed their shift. There was security in the lobby in a few areas, as well as some businessmen, but did not think much about it, but saw some rough young adults in the lobby as we walked to the elevator, some behind us. As my family and I got into the elevator, the kids stopped and did not continue towards the elevator, but walked back towards the lobby. I was glad, as they made me feel nervous. We wanted to go swimming, however, when we arrived, the door was locked. When I was at the door, I could see kids, businessmen, all in street clothes. The young, rough-looking. My kids were disappointed, so I went to the front desk to ask why it's closed, yet people in there. They told me they were having a private party. I did not give it any more thought, and our family just went to our room, ordered room service, watched a movie, and settled for the night. We went about our day, leaving the hotel September 7th to do tours and shopping, enjoying our day. When I entered the room, my coat was hanging in a bag on the hook.
Hold on, gang. Hold on right quick. Let me turn this out right quick. Hold on. Before I get started on, I got to do this shit right quick, gang. Hold on. Hold on, gang, because I'm seeing some funny shit going on with these blocking and shit. So let me see what's going on. I got a lot of people blocking people for no damn. Hold on, gang. I got to unblock some people. Too many motherfuckers on here. God damn. Woo. All right. Jeez. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to do that right quick. All right, now check this out. This lady telling y'all between the hours of 1 and 2. You see it on the screen, right? You see it on the screen. Listen, is this witness making sense of what she telling, what she saw that night between the hours and 1 and 2 all the way to in the morning, right? we already know, according to the footage, we know what's going on the footage between the hours 1 and 2 and 3 and shit like that. So now we coming into organ harvesting. Like, is these people in the footage down with organ harvesting? Look at them.
Also left was a nice fruit basket and chocolates with an apology the pool being closed. We thought that nice. September 8th, as we entered the lobby, one of the staff came to me and said that the kitchen was closed, but we're told that they would have light snacks in the cafeteria area between 3 and 5 p.m. When we went there, all they had was pizza, cold drinks, water, coffee in a thermos. Others who stayed at the hotel were there too. We talked and they were not happy about the service. Late that night, the toilet would not flush and now constantly running and disturbing our sleep. I called the front desk a few times with no answer. I got very upset as they were not answering to go downstairs. It was late, around 1 a.m. When I went down, all I saw was police standing around. My immediate reaction was something happened. As I began to walk towards the front desk, a police officer stopped me. He asked me what I wanted. I thought this odd to ask and told him how I needed.
Now y'all see that? I ain't got to say no more. Cause look who y'all finna see. The lady basically telling y'all the police right in this area. The lady basically telling you the police stopping everybody that getting off on the elevator so they could be doing what they doing at the front desk. You see what I'm saying? So that means anybody outside the party that's walking with these people is suspects. It's suspects. It's suspects. Like this man right here. You don't know who this is. This could be one of these people with organ harvesting, or this could be a goddamn off-duty detective or something. You see what I'm talking about? Check this out, right?
Needed maintenance to come to my room due to the running toilet. He laughed and said, "Just put a pillow over your head." As I started to walk forward, he placed his arms on my chest and said, "Stop right there." I said, "Why are you placing your hands on me?" He said, "Sorry, I cannot let you go further." I said, "Why? What's going on?" He said, "Nothing at all. Just return to your room. That is what I am telling you to do, and forget what's going on here." I felt something was going on the right to know. I went back upstairs furious. My wife asked me, as I was now so irritated, making noise to wake her. I told her. Then she got very angry. She dialed the front desk. A lady answered, and I could hear my wife speaking to her. "Why are you not allowing my husband to go to the front desk? We need maintenance." She apologized and said no one can come to the lobby at this moment. My wife asked, "Is something going on at the hotel?" Maintenance. She dialed the front desk. A lady answered, and I could hear my wife speaking to her. "Why are you not allowing my husband to go to the front desk? We need maintenance." She apologized and said no one can come to the lobby at this moment. My wife asked, "Is something going on at the hotel?" I could hear no and her continuing to talk to my wife, but not hear the conversation. My wife got off. Naturally, I was anxious to hear what she told my wife. My wife said they were making a film downstairs and sorry that we were being inconvenienced, that if we could be patient until morning, they could have a manager call us. I found it very odd that we were never told they would be filming in the hotel. I could not sleep. I had to see for myself. When I got to the elevator, it would not allow me to go to lower lobby, only the floor above. I got off and walked downstairs to see the lobby. I didn't see any big film productions, mostly cell phones out, but many kids in the lobby hanging around, walking around, older folks with luggage just hanging around. As I began to walk towards the front desk, a security guard ran towards me and told me to go back to my room. I asked if there was a problem. He said, "It's okay, please go now." I asked if those kids were causing a problem. He said, "No, it's okay. We just don't want to have any others in the area." I couldn't do much about it but go back upstairs. I told my wife and she said she was not happy with the service and wanted to check out. I agreed, as we were here for holiday and did this hotel was just not for us. The next day, September 9th, my family checked out. While waiting, I chatted up with a guy who I'd seen in the cafeteria to say hello, who asked me, "Do you find something odd about this hotel?" I found that a strange question to answer. We did not like it due to lack of service and rudeness by staff, the pool closing disappointing our kids. His reply was there was something more going on here. I seen cops. He mentioned, "Well, you do know that they have an organ place next door. Them cases I seen some folks look like carriers. Maybe they're snatching organs there," and he laughed out loud. I was stunned and just stared and said nothing more to him. Felt more uncomfortable and just wanted to check out and get it done and get the hell out of there. When we checked out, they gave us a coupon to stay one night free at the Holiday Inn. We then went to another hotel and enjoyed the rest of our holiday. I wrote a review about my complaint on their website, but they never approved it. A few months later, my son said, "I saw your family on a video on your holiday about the death of the girl where you stayed." My son asked what he was talking about, and his friend said, "It is a big case going on at the hotel you all stayed at that got him into, as they say, it was a murder, to watch YouTube videos and go to their website and their whole file on it. So we began to review things." I got the link that he was talking about and told me about it, and we watched and saw our family in the police video. Him and us in the video. I watched but did not understand what was going on. I showed my wife, now freaking out. We both panicked and began to look at each other. Information about this. In the video, I recognized many. The security guard, the blonde lady, a few businessmen I had seen, and some of those thug-looking kids. When I viewed the drunk girl in the hallway, my heart sank. When I viewed the kitchen she walked through, I ran into the bathroom and threw up. I was very confused. We heard nothing about this while staying there. Why are all we in the surveillance when we had already left the hotel? All I kept doing was relaying back what I saw in my head. My wife, son, and myself had many sleepless nights, writing what we could recall down, going over video surveillance to try to figure out those key memories. Although I did not want to get my kids involved, they often walked around the hotel, went to the pool, restaurant to watch the videos to see if they'd seen anything, people, etc. In viewing, we found two portions of our family in their surveillance walking the halls. My wife then noticed the date on the video was not the date we stayed there of us being seen. In the surveillance, the date said the 9th. We had checked out already. We looked at each other and said, WTF, how is that possible? We combed through many YouTube videos. Oddly, some were saying how they were edited, timestamps included. But why? My wife was scared we were now on video. Would the police call us? We did not know what to do. Naturally, I called the hotel to speak to the manager. The Rosemount police, I left numerous voicemail messages with them. No call returned to this state. In the meantime, I continued sleepless nights combing through these files that were police reports, watching more video surveillance hours on end to see if more footage of my family was on it. I only saw the 2 clips so far of all of us, but recognized some of those people in the lobby and front desk. I recognized the blonde lady in the surveillance, the security guard, but the people at the front desk I'd never seen before except September 8th, and were not the same when we went in on September 6th nor checked out. We could only think perhaps they changed shift. This was very stressful for all of us. No one is responding to any of our emails or calls. In speaking to a lawyer, they said as long as our faces are blurred, it does not invade our privacy. They were blurred somewhat, but heck, I can tell. But showing this to friends, they could tell it was us. The lawyer said we have no legal grounds to do anything. We are thankful that nothing occurred to us so far to date, personally from us being in the surveillance, but every day we wonder if we are going to get a call or email asking us about it, as we really do not know how many people have watched their videos. I cannot understand why the time and dates are wrong. This perturbs us, as we are not all crazy to know that we were not there on September 9th. We had left, and at a hotel far away. They state that this girl died by entering the freezer drunk and froze to death by an accident, closing the case. But I have to question, how did we get in that surveillance on the date she wandered the halls and people looking for her when we had left the hotel? My son saw your PSA in a Facebook group, as he has now been following the case since we stayed. It said that you were seeking information, so I am reaching out to you if you can help us with answers, or anyone to help pertaining to the dates of the surveillance, as no one at the hotel, police, even to our attorney are getting answer. If not, it's understandable, but thought to share our experience in this with you and for others to hear our story. Attached are our hotel's receipts to know that we were there. I cannot show who we are, as my family is too scared. However, I'm willing to talk to you on the phone, so you know I speak the truth. If you can help us in any way to figure this out, we would greatly appreciate it. Sincerely.
Now y'all see that? Police were there the whole time, helping the people, the party goers, doctors and college students, all participated. We know it were organ harvesting people there. We know the police were there. Now we know why they let them do what they did. Because it's going to benefit them. Between the hours of 1 and 2 o'clock, no mystery of what happened to her. She left out and Irene lied. We heard Monifa say we about to come outside. She knew Kenneka was coming outside. And check this out. Monifa lost track of Kenneka, went back to room 926 in panic mode. I need Kenneka phone. Got Kenneka phone. Now they got to call Bree to tell them she gonna have to drive. Cause Kenneka somewhere in the hotel drunk and they can't find her. Hi y'all, there you go, 54. Oh, I still got the key card, the key law report. And it got the times on there and all lit, right? Hi y'all, shout out to 54 Keys, Jack. So now look, this at 3 o'clock. So So that's why he would be pacing, because he had knowledge of Kenneka's disappearance the minute she came up missing, because what the camera showed. So he walking, pacing back and forth, because he know who is with Kenneka. He know the police is there. He know where his manager now is. So, since you got all these corrupt people that's there, the way this footage looking like to me, everybody got caught. Everybody got caught. You got organ harvesting with gang banging. Staged by the back dock. Avoid front of the building. Come through auto. So we know what stage at the back dock means. Let's meet up at the back dock. So staging means we all gonna regroup at the back dock and figure this out. That's why David Freeman, the owner of the hotel, got caught doing this before. And he paid news media outlets to make it disappear. And when they made it disappear, he went back to doing what he got caught doing. And this time is on footage. So boom. Now look. He hitting that panic button at 3:09. But we finna go back to a couple of minutes before that and see why did he hit the panic button. Right? Cause if this about organ harvesting and all of this, you got to commit the murder in a way, right? In a certain way. You can't strangle her, cause it would lead to a person that strangle her, right? So you can't strangle her and you can't leave physical bruises on the body like she been stomped out or anything. So boom, this at 3:09. Once you go back a couple of minutes before, and you will see why he hit the panic button. Cause Franz K letter said the parking lot is where things really got strange. So boom, they found her in the basement. And we got Irene said she was helping them put them in the freezer. So to me, they got caught up with organ harvesting. Joe's Coleman name came up in the beginning. And why would his name come up in the beginning if we don't know who he is? That name was new to us. And once we looked into it, now we know why his name came up. So what this basically just told me, if it is some kind of organ harvesting, if it is, hold on, y'all. So check this out. You got people disappearing on the footage, in the middle of the footage. Red flag. You got red boxes going off when nobody in them. Red flag. I mean, the footage is blurry. If you ask me what I think, Kenneka was chosen for that particular reason. It's not about what she done seen or murder, what she done witnessed, or you know what I'm saying. Kenneka was just a money grab. A money grab. Check this out. All this played in the Crown Plaza basically told me Crown Plaza ain't a hotel where we think it is. It's just a hotel where a lot of corrupt officials could come and do dirty work. Cause you can't just really just do things like this at the Hiltons, at real 5-star hotel because of the security, the police, and all this. It would make sense to choose Crown Plaza because ain't no motherfucker with money, rich, and famous going to Crown Plaza to be doing no visit. They gonna go to 5-star hotels, not Crown Plaza. And check this out. The convention center that's across the street is connected to Crown Plaza. If they got an event that's going on across the street, that means all the employees was taking the underground to service the events that set the convention center. Cause you not finna just have employees just walking out the building and crossing the street. Take the elevator, the service elevator, go down, walk through the hallway that leads up under the street and go to the convention center with your food carts, with your banquets, with all your employees to feed and show good hospitality to the people that's renting these events. Everything I present is no flaw in Franz K's statement. It's a little flaw in the kids' and the gang statements. They all gonna say the same thing. But the time is off. It was a baseball game that night. The Chicago Cubs. Now watch this. This what Bill Murray come in at. Cause he loved to go to the Chicago Cubs game. It was a big game that night when it came to baseball. So look, I count at least 4 employees come out the kitchen. Round 3. 4 employees came out the kitchen at 3 something. And the paperwork said there was employees in the kitchen. So if these things said this in the paperwork, why would waste time? Waste time. When I started this investigation, I was doing everything right in the investigation till when it came to the timeline. And I was going along with the timeline they gave me. And the footage still gonna show what it showed. All they did, like how we see it now, that we see the setup. But look how we were thinking about it in the beginning. I want to know what they was doing. They said they was searching around about this time. So in the beginning, we were thinking it was a search, but we know it wasn't no search. We know it was some setup. We had no proof. But since we got major proof, now look how they move around the hotel. Now it's obvious. They going and talking to the front desk. The front desk telling them where to go. Outside. And that's where exactly they going. Franz K stepped up and said, look, this is what you need to be focused on the footage. Focus on the back door. Focus on the hours at 1:30 when she came up missing into the pool area. The lady said they closed the pool down. The pool was closed for a couple of days. Somebody rent the pool out. Once you watch the footage on the 8th, Food Court Hall, you see everybody going to a party in that ballroom. In the ballroom. If you would believe if she was in the pool, if you believe she was in the pool, why is so hard to go back on the 8th at 8 something and watch Food Court Hall and see how many people that attended that ballroom party at the pool? If you got a witness saying they seen people in there, it's people going to a pool where the ballroom about it's people attending a some kind of party. Even you see the assistant beverage manager going in and assisting these people. Y'all don't know who he. Check this out. The same people that was on the 8th. Watch this game. Watch this. The same people that attended those ballroom parties in that VIP session. It's the same people you're gonna see on the 10th with the police. You're gonna see the same people with the police. The same people with the police. And check this out. I know this for a fact that it was a jester party. I know that for a fact because we went over how they throw they lavish jester's party. And it's the same thing in the hotel. If the Masons come in and throw a party, they got police as security, guarding their doors and controlling elevators. Why the same thing happened at Crown Plaza? Why would King Rob even mention masonry? You see what I'm talking about? And then pointing out people that's involved, pulling up pictures and everything. And watch this. They knew Mason was involved. Guess what they tried to do? Say Miss Teresa was an Eastern Star. They started pointing fingers at Miss Teresa. Said she was there that night. They said Miss Teresa set it up. And Miss Teresa took a payout. But once you go in the court papers, Miss Teresa's still in court and they filed a motion of some new shit. This is what a lot of people don't know about the court papers. Did you know the lawyer and them were filing paperwork and they entering more evidence in the case? Mm-hmm. Did you know that? Guess what the motion is for? Guess what the motion for? Right? Watch this. Nobody don't even know what's going on in court. So it's impossible that Miss Teresa took a payout, because now it's a settlement. Because once you take a payout in the settlement, what they got to do? Close the civil lawsuit. What's the sense for going back to court if you already got paid? What else to talk about? Right? Don't y'all know Crown Plaza is losing battle? They already made them people release the 9th floor camera. I wouldn't even be surprised they got that freezer camera. To be honest with you. Because the shit that I seen on the paperwork, they got a lot of evidence they, you know what I'm talking about. From what I'm hearing in the courts, Crown Plaza was forced to give up a lot of information. And I don't know what half of that information is. I don't know. Miss Teresa even said, justice is coming. You see what I'm saying? Even Miss Teresa telling everybody, we finna get justice. Y'all think she lied? I followed the paperwork. Look, that's what I'm saying. What you said, Sandra Fox, that's what it really basically sounds like. In the court paper, the way they going, the way they got the Crown Plaza entering new evidence and shit, and they filing motions, it sounds like something about to happen. It could be criminal charges next. You know what I'm talking about? We don't know till that time comes. In my investigation, I ain't seen nothing that lead back to Miss Teresa. To be honest with you. I done had people told me look into it, and I looked into it, and I could not find one solid evidence. Because everything else is he say, she say. I'm not finna repeat what an op said because they want to protect certain family members. You know what I'm talking about? And check this out. Watch this. To be honest with you, gang, this is what I want to show y'all. And let me see, would this open your eyes? If you got this, you see this security guard. Watch this. You got all these YouTubers with the footage. Right now. Watch this. You got people that still got footage. Right? Why they didn't show you this? Cause check this out. This just one little snippet of him at 7:42 or 6:42 on the 10th. Right? What if this was on the 9th? At the same time. When they was in and out the freezer. But watch this. Check this out. Why they show you this? Why would he be sitting right there with his head down? Why would he be sitting right here with his head down? Miss Teresa and them just left an hour ago. Right? You got the footage. That's the main thing you supposed to be on security ass. Guess what this camera gonna show next? When he leave. That's a security guard. You see this? That's security. That's a security guard. Watch this. Did anybody track this movement and the other black security guard? If you had access to this footage, right? If you had access to this footage, and if you watch this camera and other camera, guess what else will happen? Guess what else you gonna see? Guess what else you gonna see? Watch this. The same people that some of y'all might be watching that got access to the footage, request this footage and see how real they gonna be. See if they gonna put it out. How much you want to bet they ain't? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? He was in the kitchen. He was at the pool area. He walked all around that motherfucker. Him, the black security, and the white boy. I'm going to tell y'all why he's sitting there. Because did y'all remember what Zach TV said? Peas took a picture of him. Somebody catching on. Somebody done caught on. And I'm going to leave it at that. But look, I got to wait on the footage. I don't know how long these people going to come back because you got to take 5 business days and then, people got to take their time contacting you. Then, you know what I'm saying? The paperwork got to be processed and all this old shit. Right? So it might take a little minute for me to get the footage. But until then, to prove my point, they ain't finna show this to y'all. And I bet my last dollar. Because I know what the footage showed. Because keep this in mind. This is what I found out about certain parts of the footage. On the tent, some of those footage that's on the tent is not even on the tent. You can actually take the tent footage. Check this out. You can take the tent footage and then with the same thing I did and make a whole video about it. I'm going to tell y'all so y'all can stop saying he looks suspect. He is suspect. Look, I'm finna tell y'all. When Peas Nim was in the parking lot, this who he approached and took a picture of him and showed it to Zach. So notice Peas didn't say nothing and Killer didn't say nothing about French Cade. Y'all must forget it was 2 other security that was going to the room. So ask yourself this, which one of them Irene know? Which one of them Irene really the coolest with? Y'all remember what that lady told Zach TV? Right? They Asian brothers on the security team. What's his nationality? So check this out, gang. I know why other people not gonna show this footage. I know why. I know why. But guess what they gonna do? Talk about something irrelevant, dumbing people down. They'll click on the video. They'll pick a random footage. And y'all sit up there and y'all be watching the footage, and these people got all these filters on it. Cause keep this in mind. Do y'all see they got 3 red boxes? Have anybody noticed you got 3 red boxes on this screen, but the other footage only showed 2 red boxes? Right? 3 red boxes. And look how they look. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of small details in the investigation that was overlooked. You know what I'm talking about? So when you go watch this guy, I'm finna go to Kenneka. Pull this news footage up.
Released, revealing more about a woman through this freezer. And tonight, that
Look at Kenneka's face right here. Now y'all see that? It disappeared, right? Look where I can go to and show y'all what's going on. Do you see the outline of Kenneka? Look at the outline. The outline is white. You see that? Somebody got a white dress shirt. And once you look at it like this, if Kenneka was snatching the hall, look, if something happened to Kenneka in food court hall going toward the lobby, right? Right? Hold on.
Found in her system were thought to have hastened the effects of
Look at this shit. Now look at this. Now y'all see this? September 9 at 1:13. At 1:13. Look at this. She disappeared. Look how far she back from them. Now look at this. Same time. On the 10th. At 12:13. But what if this was on the 9th? See, he looked over there in that area, right? So if he had a white shirt on and we know he went to room 926,
Is why her family is in the kitchen, but we never see her entering the freezer. And tonight, that is why.
now look at her face now. Who that look like? And then check this out. Whoever this is, once you go down here, do we got his you know what I'm saying, his sleeves unbuttoned, rolled, you know what I'm saying? You know like you unbutton the cuff, you know what I'm talking about? Cause keep this in mind, all security don't wear uniform. Security wear what? White shirts and black khaki pants with a blazer. And sometimes with a necktie. See what I'm talking about? You can even see the shirt behind her. All it is, somebody got the girl from behind. So it ain't no 100 motherfuckers with the girl. It ain't no 100 motherfuckers with that girl. It's only one person. It take one person for a drunk person. A drug person. See what I'm saying? Hi, y'all. That's why I told y'all. Man, they ain't finna show y'all that footage. They just finna keep doing what they doing. It's just clicking on random videos and just want to hear everybody else talk about the video. Talking about anything else. Except for the timeline, cause timeline reveals what happened. Hey y'all, appreciate the cash out game too, man. Who that just bought me a round of brews? Appreciate that, Bobby, for the round of brews. Thanks, Trey, for everything you do. So look.
Why her family is not satisfied with the theory that she.
Look at her shoe. Look, you see why her feet keep disappearing?
Walked into the freezer on.
Then look how she's stepping. Don't no human walk like that.
That is why her family is not satisfied with the theory that she walked into the freezer on her own.
She supposed to fall right there. She supposed to clip herself. Look at her feet, and they didn't even touch.
Her family is not satisfied with the theory that she walked into the freezer on her.
Check this out. These shoes, once you look at it, when they had to edit that girl, right? You got to edit her walk. Right? Now look. If you look from the ankles all the way up to her calf muscle, look how dark it is. The color ain't consistent because this the part that's heavily tampered with. Then once you go right up in here, look how it's heavily tampered with it from the face to the chest. You can't even make out what this possibly is. All they did was just blend him in with her holding her from the back.
On her own.
Now look how she
Surveillance
walking
video
right
shows
here.
Kenneka Jenkins walking with friends at the Crown Plaza.
See that? Why her shoes ain't doing that on this footage? Look how consistent the footage is.
Her family is not satisfied with the theory that she walked into the freezer on her own. Surveillance video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking with friends.
Now look how her foot hit the floor. Look how her foot hit this floor.
Surveillance video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking with friends at the Crown Plaza Hotel.
See that? No color changes. The blue still consistent. Look. They ain't got no reason to edit this part.
Surveillance video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking with friends at the Crown Plaza Hotel.
No color changes or nothing. See this? Now look at her hair. Her hair is already messed up. Cause look how flat it lay on top of her head. Like it's pressed iron, right? Like it been out with a straightening comb. But it done got fuzzy now. And this just getting off on the elevator. Hi, y'all. Now look at
Camera
this.
catches her running into a stairwell and then catching her fall.
See, her shoes gone now. And that don't supposed to be like that. And look at her back right here. Why you got this white circle right here? Cause keep this in mind, Kenneka was in that bathroom before. Kenneka was in that hotel bathroom, in the room, in the bathroom before she came out. That room, right?
Video time codes appear to show Kenneka roaming the hotel for over an hour.
See that?
She's trying to find her way, and no one from Crown Plaza Hotel responds to her.
Around 3:30 a.m., Kenneka enters a lower-level kitchen in the hotel.
This is why they ain't gonna show y'all what I show y'all where the security uniform gonna be synced at. They already know you gonna see that. So they hurry up and took that part out.
She walks out of frame, but then she's captured walking here on another camera.
Now look at her face and how it's finna change.
Kitchen in the hotel. She walks out of frame, but then she's captured walking.
Right there. Boom. We know that ain't no Kenneka. You don't even see her hair. You see what I'm saying? You don't even see her hair.
Here on another camera, but we still don't see her entering the freezer.
I want to see I want to see her literally actually walking into this freezer.
Statements.
People really say the autopsy.
That's where we need us.
Kenneka's family attorneys say they will be conducting their
And check this out. This one thing I learned about the cameras. The way she walking through the hallways, it's a lot of frames missing. And that's the reason why her feet glitching in and out, because it's frame missing in the camera. That's all it is. They had to take frames out. Look.
We still don't.
Look.
She walks out of frame, but then she's captured walking here.
See that? All this, you got to take frames out, but you got to put some in it. And that's where you get all these colors from glitching on her body. Because what you got to do, cover up the uniform. If he got his hands on her hands, you got to cover that up. Like, you got to match. You got to, like, this back part right here. We know that's him. So all you did was cut half of the body out, blend them in as two. Mm-hmm. And I figured this out by making videos. Yeah, look. What you just said. That I thought I was the only one seeing that. What you said, Canada, Queen Bee. You can even see her head is by his chest area. You know what I'm talking about? That show what I was looking at. So that's why I could keep this in mind. That's why you got her head bobbing. Her head bobbing as she walk. Her head don't bob like that when you walk. Unless you got some earphones in your goddamn ear. So boom. That's why the face is so disturbed, because you don't know if her head done bobbed and hit the chest again, and he trying to hold it up right to cover to you know how, like, don't you know how, like, when you hold your gal from the side and you got her and your chin resting on her shoulders, like when you taking a picture, just look at it like that. Mm-hmm. That's what I told y'all. Cause look, I can do the same thing they did. I can do the same thing, and it gonna look just like this. Just like this. That's why they cover up the clock on the wall. And look, right here will show you this would be at 2:30. 2:30. Cause when I was looking at it on the regular surveillance footage, I was like, well, damn. The needle is pointing and like a horizontal like this. So it ain't 3, because if it was 3, it would be going straight across. But the needle is up, going to the 2 mark. It's in between the 2 and the 3 mark. But that long hand is on that 230 mark. Cause check this out. Remember, you had employees in the kitchen, according to their footage, at 2 something. But in reality, it was at 1. Cause they had to change this to 3. Cause if they didn't, according to the footage, she would have ran into kitchen work at 2 something. And you would really screw the paperwork up, cause now you got to admit that she passed employees on this lower level kitchen too. And then passed more employees in the kitchen upstairs. See what I'm saying? Payal, Jack. Payal.
So the products in the Truly Beauty and SpongeBob collection were to clear, brighten, protect, as well as prevent against fine line.
Hello, this video here is...
Now look how, if you notice, how when Greg Hughes started his video,
Hello.
You see he started it from 12. You see where he's starting it from. This is a correct way to start it back off with the right timestamp. That's why P said when he got that 12, she was already dancing and drinking at the party.
Hello, this video here is one that I promised I would be doing. I have every single surveillance camera footage that I could find. I guess they leaking group for contact the Rosemont through an evening. Same. Hey, there's the camera on those. All right, so you know, like here's a gap from 356. They started looking.
So look, it's 256. Watch this. He just going to buy what the paperwork said, but it's 256.
Around 352 is the first time I could see them looking. I'm assuming they might have looked on some floors prior to that.
See that? That's when Shemaya looked out the doors at 2 something. And she peeked out the elevators. So they wasn't looking. Shemaya peeped her head out the door. Is the coast clear? We seen that shit.
Okay, I could see them looking. I'm assuming they might have looked on some floors prior to that. Okay, so we have a gap here from 356 to 4 o'clock. So that was only 4 minutes. Then we have one from 403 to about 406. That's 3 minutes. Then we have one from 408 to 418. That's 10 minutes. And then right down here, you can see down here what I'm looking at. These are clusters of videos. Okay.
See that? Now notice he going to buy timestamps and missing timestamps. He going by timestamp and miss a timestamp, keeping up with all the missing footage that they done deleted.
Okay. So 427.02 to 432-ish, 430, 432, little tiny gap there. Then 438 to 452, and then a little bit in there. So there's a...
Do you want to rebuild your gums and teeth while getting rid of tooth decay in just 10 seconds per day?
Hey, y'all see this commercial with the teeth? Somebody need to tell that YouTuber she might want to watch this. Y'all remember that lady, Miss Teresa got on her ass, like, you need to get your goddamn mouth fixed. I hope she watching it, mother, so she can see this dental goddamn commercial.
If your gums won't stop bleeding, and you're suffering from bad breath, cavities, or decaying teeth.
Decaying teeth, cause that show what she had.
Some gaps, but there's some really nice chunks. There's actually something like over 35 minutes where they're actually on surveillance, walking around looking, looking for Kenneka.
30 minutes meaning covering it up, not looking for her, but covering up for those 30 minutes. Hold on. What you say, Bama Jenkins? There is no way Kenneka walked into that fridge alone. See what I'm talking about? We know she wasn't even walking in the first place. You got to be new. Everybody knew she was put in there. You know what I'm talking about? We already know who, you know what I'm saying? We know who put her in there. She wasn't walking. You would think that because that's what the footage show her walking. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. So what I did was...
She didn't walk. Everybody, you the only person in the chat still saying that. She didn't walk in that fridge. We been over that shit. Man, that girl was placed in there.
I took even the footage that was prior to the party, where Kenneka and her friends showed up, and then Kenneka, when she was walking intoxicated, and I put it all into one solid block. So when you're watching, you'll notice that the time skips. Of course, there'll be people that don't watch the whole video. They'll just skip ahead, and they'll ask, oh, did you see where the time skipped right there? Even though I just explained all the time skipping right here. Okay, I'll get 1,000 questions asking that because, embarrassingly again, when people watch the video, they watch like 4 minutes and then they start commenting and then never go back and watch it again.
And he made a strong point when he said that. That's why a lot of people got a lot of questions. That's why when people be, you know what I'm saying, they didn't watch the footage, but they got a lot of questions about something they didn't sit down and watch. Cause if you got a YouTuber only put 4 minutes of Kenneka on the footage, and that's all they talk about, right? That's all you gonna know from what they told you within that 4 minutes. Instead of off the whole 36-hour footage.
And, I don't really know why they do that. Maybe they, they don't like the video or they know where it's heading, so they don't want to watch it. Because by God, you wouldn't want to convince them of something that is true instead of the wild nonsense that they're believing. Okay, so...
See what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. So look, boom. He know where every time skip it, just like me. Right? He know all about the time skips. Why you think they so important? Why you think those time skips so important? Why you think he focus on it and I'm focusing on it? Even 54 keys on the time skip. Look at this.
Here's the tab where I put it all together. Now see how that's just a nice block? See, if you look down, let's say you could look down this way, you'd see that it was no empty spaces. It's just one solid block of video going across. There's no gaps. At least I haven't seen any. If there's one that shows up, just ignore it. Okay, so what I found a couple clips of Kenneka and the friends showing up that I hadn't seen before. And I'm going to start playing the video right now. All right, so 12:53, you can see up here. Here's the time. Let me see if I can move this down a little bit more. There you go. So you can see the 1:13. There's Kenneka. So it's Bree. Monifa right there, Shamaya, and Kenneka. All right. Now, keep in mind, I think the surveillance footage is only 15 frames a second. So you get a little bit of it's kind of blurry. It's not really good movement. Now, here's one I think is new that I found. I haven't seen anybody else show this one. So here they go, walking. It's, the same four walking, same order and everything. Looks like they go behind some sort of a glass thing there. And they walk around. Now they're just about to go down some stairs and watch. Bam! Right over to the Fractal Truth video that he found.
So that means they going where? To the assistant beverage manager, right? You see what I'm saying? Look where I'm finna go with this. He in the lobby, and that's one of the main reasons why they didn't show that footage.
Okay, now this is a new one that I found too, where through a restaurant you saw them walk by right there. Okay, and now here they are walking down the hall. Now this time up here is so accurate on all the video that you're actually able to line them up like you do when you shoot a movie. You can shoot from 5 different cameras and have the same time code, and then you can choose whatever camera you want to get the best shot.
Man, he just took the words out of my mouth. He just took the words out of my mouth. Because once you understand the time on the camera, you could take any camera from that hotel. Mm-mm.
Okay, that's what I'm doing here. So there's Kenneka right there. Now, that actually...
See that? Now look at it now. You got training, Bree, and a delivery guy. No Kenneka. No Monifa. No Shemaya.
She leads right to the left, goes around to the lobby, and Kenneka went off to the right here. You know, and I don't know what's over there. I know there's some videos out there that might show that. I think there might be elevators or some sort of, maybe there's another door over there to go out. I don't know. But she comes back. And I think you saw her just for a second walk by right there, but I didn't point up there. Maybe I can go back to that again. Let's see. So right now, Bree is going to walk by, and I think when it cuts to that other camera, you can, yeah, there she was. You can just barely see her walk by right there. All right. Now it skips to 118, and I think Bree comes back in with, what the heck's her name? Irene. Yeah.
See there? Another red flag. Kenneka could have went to the front desk by herself. But look who all had to come down now. So what did you tell me? Kenneka was in that room already in danger. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't see Kenneka even turn the corner on this camera. You ain't even see Bree turn the corner on the camera. It's like they came from the elevators.
Got her glasses on and everything. So there's Bree, Irene. All of the clips that anybody, the friends, like it seems like the closer friends.
Now check this out. These people, these white people right here, they came from the parking garage. Walk down food court hall and look where they go.
Show up there. Okay, now Bree's still over there, but she actually goes around and goes out this door over here.
So where they going? They came from the parking lot and went out the front door. They going across the street.
Yeah, I wish these videos had some sort of audio on them, because instead you're gonna maybe I'll throw the show up on the. I think I might cut over.
Bree got all. Irene got all those parking tickets.
To the other camera, I don't think so, but I switch over to. Okay, that was the last video that you could see of her, and then you see, this is at 3:25. Okay, now keep in mind there's the party videos in between, but that's not part of the surveillance footage. Okay, so you see Kenneka at the party with all the same friends. They seem to be having a good time. And now this is 3:25 in the morning. We've skipped ahead 2 hours. Okay, now here she is, as I've described many times.
So from right here, the minute she got there, and she been tortured for 2 hours. For 2 hours.
Intoxicated. Okay, and kind of now right there. Had she turned left right there, she would have been up in the lobby, and somebody probably would have seen her. You know, it's the path not taken. Like had she just taken that, you know, things might have been different. Let's see. All right, so I should have done the direct. For most of the screen record.
This is an iPhone 11 Pro from Back Market. They specialize in refurbished devices that feel like new at secondhand price.
So you can't see her disappear, but she does. There's not some weird magic going on or anything. All right, so here she is. There's not some weird magic going on or anything. Alright, so here she is walking by. This is the lower level West Hall, and this one heads straight towards double doors that she then goes through a second set of double doors into the next shot, which will be the kitchen. You can see this all on my longer walk footage. Alright, now here she comes into this kitchen after going through the double doors. You can tell she's still really intoxicated. After going through the double doors, you can tell she's still really intoxicated. Doesn't really know where she's going, just kind of stumbling around. The minute discovered this right there. The police found that as well. You'll just see her, and then she goes down this longer hall by those chairs that we talked about, then out the double doors and into the stairway area where she fell over those rails back there. Okay, now if you notice that video, she came from off the screen. A lot of times you see it where she just starts like in this area. Okay, but she's just trying to go into all the kinds of different doors. I mean, doors and look how she doesn't fall down even once when she's walking. I mean, she couldn't have stared in it through a wood and you know, she goes back, and then right at the very end you can see and then right at the very end you can see
Now you see security came in plain sight behind her now.
see, you know, right in this area, the shadow of the door, her there and the door open. Okay, so it's shade. Now if anybody can find some more, that'd be great, but I can't find it. So here's Monifa. Now if anybody can find some more, that'd be great, but I can't find it. So here's Monifa. Anybody can find some more, that'd be great, but I can't find it. So here's Monifa, and here's the guy at the counter. You see Monifa's feet right there walking by. Then this angle, she walked by, and now she's
Y'all see that she goes straight to the kitchen. She done look. She done look. She couldn't find Kenneka in the room, right? Cause you know she just left room on the 6th floor at 2 something, at 2:30 something. This 20 minutes later, when she went to the room on the 6th floor and asked the old dude, "Where my friend at?" She said she gone with the dudes. And then she said the other dudes start rushing and leaving the hotel and shit. So that means this girl left from the 6th floor and went straight to the kitchen.
I'm gonna go. I can't find it.
Straight
so Monifa,
to the
and
kitchen.
Here's the guy at the counter. You see Monifa's feet right there walking by. Then this angle, she walked by. Now she's gonna go down that hallway. Here comes Shemaya.
Everybody go there. So that mean before they was on this camera right here, they was all talking to the police just like Tay Sunday video said. A whole bunch of thugged out looking kids.
And there, there's Shemaya just walked by there. Now, Monifa had already gone around that corner. Now here comes Shemaya. So come
See that?
behind her in a second.
On the phone.
Right there.
Talk to the same niggas, right? So Kenneka, look. And check this out. We know why she going back there, right? I'm finna show y'all why she going back there. I'm finna show y'all why she going back there. Y'all got the timestamp in mind, right? Y'all know what timestamp they say right here. Let me explain this. Right up in her, gang. Look. You see this? We know that's at 2:53. And what time the fight started? Three minutes later. Hold on, what you say? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Arbor K, you late. That shit you just asked already been explained. You know what I'm talking about? So look, check this out. Boom! Now you know why Monifa came back here. And what time did the kitchen camera? What time we get a time skip in the kitchen? What time you get a time skip in the kitchen? So that means the camera off in the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? So when that lady said the security had called somebody and told them to go get the friend, and Monifa helped the security bring Kenneka back into the hotel to go back upstairs. And that's why Monifa went down that area. Went in that area, right? She passed the bathroom. So where the fuck she was going? Ain't nothing else back there but a goddamn kitchen. I don't know. Maybe she got a drink of water. Or probably looking for a Coke machine. You know how people drink at night. On time out. That could be the only reason, right, gang? She was just going back there just looking around and stuff. She never been in there before. She was just walking around. Don't this make sense? Meet up, stage by the back dock. Why Monifa didn't continue to walk with them? Why she turned back around the other way? So when you go to Greg Hughes' video, right here, this explain everything. Why Monifa walked back here. This her first time in the hotel. The minute she got there, she already taking shortcuts, walking up ramp that supposed to be closed to the public, walking in the work area, really, where all the liquor at.
So at this point, they're just kind of wondering, like, God, where is she? Kind of, you know, they're probably at this point not really that worried because it's only, 20 minutes later. Okay, now it skipped ahead a little bit for 20 seconds. The motion capture went off because people were kind of standing still and they're high up and they're There wasn't a lot of change going on. All right, so you can still see, Shemaya, Munifa right there. Okay, now they're heading back towards the...
Now y'all see that? Look, Jalen Ford had a room on the 11th floor where the rest of the trainers was at. That's why Marco was trying to tell everybody Jalen Ford is Irene. And Irene is Jalen Ford. Them two different people. And they were trying to say, look, Jalen Ford was in the room on the 11th floor. Right? He was up there where the rest of the trainers at. Know what I'm talking about? That's why Marco J was trying to confuse everybody on that side. Look, that ain't Irene. That's Jalen Ford. They trying to trick us. Now he trying to trick y'all. Cause he know where Jalen Ford was at in that hotel on the 11th floor. That's where them niggas kept running up at. Cause that's the first place they took her, to the 11th floor where the trainee was at. See what I'm talking about? What gang y'all know that be in cahoots with transsexuals and shit? You see what I'm talking about?
The lobby area. Okay,
Look, they even talking about it.
I think I'm...
Right?
Up pretty well. So 356, 57, 8, 59. So it takes about 4 seconds to get to this area. Now walking by the front desk and just walk by that guy standing there.
Won't y'all think this was the first place she would have went to the front desk? She didn't do that. She walked past the front desk and went back towards the kitchen. Right? She would have stopped at the front desk if they were really searching for her, right? Now, pwn exactly.
The worker, whatever you call that guy. And they just walk by the camera. So 355. Okay, now here, look at this. Right here, Shemaya looks down here just for a second. That's one I just found. You know, just a quick little glance, didn't see anybody, and then, you know. So right now they're looking for her pretty actively. Now I thought they were asking the security, hey, can we get some help? But it doesn't even appear like they engaged that guy. I think they're still just kind of thinking, well, we can find her.
So look.
There's Bree, Shemaya.
So look, 5 minutes later, they come back down with Friends K, because Friends K was on their ass. So this round 3 o'clock, and Friends K on their ass. So now you seeing what's going on between the hours 2 and 3 o'clock. Again, no other guesses. Only other guess you gonna be seeing is organ harvesting people. Organ harvesting people.
And Monifa right there, and some other friends. But I'm really just kind of focusing in on her friends and the guy with the red hat later on. Okay, so here they go again, back down this hallway.
Look how they keep running in the area. Bree go to the bed. I mean, look where they going.
After 4 o'clock now.
Ain't no bad. Look, it's a bathroom right there. It's a bathroom, but it's another office too back there too. And you could go through this way and go in the restaurant. So they could be meeting up in this restaurant with somebody because that's where the front desk kept running to too. It's another office right here.
And I don't know where that left they just took. I don't know where that goes. Okay, there's no cameras over there or anything, but they came back out.
Now you see how quick they came back out there, mother. Look how Bree far behind. I mean,
they still don't
there
look
she
like
go.
they're panicking or anything. They're just sort of
on the phone. Three o'clock.
change. Well, you know what? These cameras have different white balance settings, so sometimes different images look different color. Okay, that's her. All right.
See, he telling them to go the opposite way.
You can see Monifa's feet and Bree and then Chemaya. They all walk. Now they're taking a right here, so I think they're going to be going back down.
Running this shit.
Yeah, this direction right here.
Then they meets up back up with him. Ain't that funny? They meets back up with him. Hi, y'all. Appreciate that, Mary. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hitting Trey Gang in the cash out. Y'all appreciate that, y'all.
Down the food court hall. Okay, now I think.
And look where they go. Watch this. Check this out.
Those are those stairs. Yep, the stairs. Go back up. All right, that's 402. And here they are at the top. So it's kind of like the reverse way they entered. So they're actually going to leave the building here for a minute. Looks like that guy was helping.
That's why they went to the pool area and looked out their window in the pool area. They see all them folks that was in the pool area. That's why you don't see no other guests in the hallway, because the police shut down the whole hotel so they can do what they do. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. And look. All we got to do is watch the back. Look, since they went, y'all see where they just came from, right? Watch this. You see they go over there in their area. They looking in the window. Cause keep this in mind, you can't even go to the pool that way because the door locked, according to the witness, right? When you get out on the elevator, they had that door locked. So they couldn't go that way. So what they had to do, keep walking up this junk and keep peeping out the window. Right? Ain't nobody finna be walking up through here at no 3 in the morning and be like, let me go look at it and see what's over here, girl. No. Cause guess what? Check this out.
so I didn't really see you like that.
Yeah, I was sick, and I just told them my hair all over my head because we partied last night. I was just telling them we turned up like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my family, we turned up like Kenneka and them turned up, you know. Well, I don't pop pills or nothing like that, but that's my family do, you know. And that's why I was trying to explain them. That's a common thing. That's going live while you turning up, drinking, smoking, popping. It's a very common thing. It's not because you got a murder or nothing planned or a rape. That's what they do all day, every day, you know. And then Zach, I was just telling the girls, we was in another lab before this one. If Irene or Monique or somebody wanted, the guys in the party wanted to slip her something in her drink, it would have been what they had on their hand. It would have been ecstasy, it would have been Molly, it would have been Zans, it would have been something like that. But a prescription drug, they got plenty of recreational drugs here. So drugs.
I know King Rod like to drug females, so he know where to get these type of drugs from. Cause the average person just don't have this type of shit in their possession. You see what I'm talking about? So we know King Rod got to be behind this shit when it come to this drug and this shit. And listen what she gonna say about the pool.
They would have gave her what they had. They know for fact that's one of drugs, but you don't pop pills. So they noticed whoever gave her a prescription drug is somebody who didn't have access to recreational drugs. So it wasn't in that room. We know for a fact she walked out that room alive. She walked out that room alive. We know for a fact 2 employees last saw her after Monique and them left her.
She said 2 employees. 2 employees were last seen with her when she walked out. Right? She said it was 2, not 1. She didn't say it was people. She said employees. And guess who we seen was 2 employees with her. One that had a white shirt on escorting her through the kitchen. And the security that was escorting her in the upper kitchen. 2 different people, right? Watch this. Guess what else she finna say that finna stand out what Tay Zunde said. Remember what Tay Zunde said? How many days the pool was closed? Listen what Tay Zunde said. How many days the pool was closed? Watch this. What she finna say when the pool was closed.
True. She didn't tell me this. What did you think from the interview?
I remember we talked before you disclosed the interviews, Zach. I've been saying that all along. I never wavered from that. Like, they don't know nothing. Everybody wants the interviews. They want an interview from Irene. They want an interview from Monifa, Bree, Maya, Peas, Ty. You ain't gonna get nothing from them interviews besides what you already know that they don't know. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what happened to her. You want the truth and you really want to know what happened to Kenneka, you're going to have to go sit on the couch with that security guard, Zach.
Oh, he got that coming. He has that coming.
That's when you're going to get to know recreational drugs.
Y'all just listen right fast. I'll answer y'all questions just a second.
You said, Deidre said, so why Monifa didn't tell Teresa what she knows? Why her story keeps changing? We don't know what Monifa told Teresa. I know this for a fact. Teresa ain't focusing on Monifa or Irene. And she ain't focusing on the hotel just for money because she gonna win a lawsuit guaranteed. So she ain't gotta never say another word out her mouth, but she gonna win the settlement. Period. She gonna win. To be investigated and researched. You know what I'm saying? The pool, if you look at all the reports, that pool was shut down for 3 or 4 days for deep cleaning.
She saying the pool was closed for a couple of days. How she would know that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's why everybody That's why everybody that know a lot about the Kenneka Jenkins case, the first thing they tell y'all, do your own research. See it for yourself. See it for yourself. That's why Chicago be laughing at a motherfucker. That's why it be a lot of people from Chicago be like, man, them motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm talking about? They must possibly didn't watch the footage. Because in Chicago, they know. The hood talk like a motherfucker. Since a lot of people on YouTube seeing them with the hand gestures on their mouth, and first thing they say, somebody gonna come forward, somebody gonna say something. Shit, they already did. That shit still big talk in Chicago. She said this pool closed for a couple of days.
She ain't gotta never say another word out her mouth, but she gonna win the settlement. Period. She gonna win. Pool to be investigated and researched. You know what I'm saying? The pool, if you look at all the reports, that pool was shut down for 3 or 4 days for.
She said 3 or 4 days. Let's start from the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Start from the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when that other YouTuber said when she went up there and the poll, when she said she made it there on the 7th, and it disappointed her kid when the pool was closed in. And then when they kept walking through the day, you know what I'm talking about, the next day, that's when they started seeing people in college, thugged out kids and businessmen and shit. So she just basically said the same thing Tay Zonday said. She basically just told what everybody that was there know what the fuck they talking about, why they story matching up. You know what I'm talking about?
Deep cleaning after this. I believe that's where all our evidence was. She was just placed in the freezer. She was placed in the freezer on purpose because this is a perfect place to place her because it's going to be a lack of evidence in here because the crime didn't actually happen in here.
And that's why when you see photos of her in the freezer, that's why they plant evidence in the freezer like lip gloss in there, try to make it look like this where everything happened there. You see what I'm talking about? The cover up is easy, gang. What else? I mean, let's be real. What else is to figure out in the Kenneka Jenkins case? Besides what happened to her. Now we just need to, you know what I'm saying, get on the staff fast. While the court doing their part and making them motherfuckers come up with evidence. You see what I'm saying? Payal Jack. Payal. So, check this out. Greg Hughes saying basically the same thing I'm saying. Timeline is the most important things. That's the only thing you need to focus in on the footage. We already know the video edited. How many times you gonna say the video edited? This what this would sound like in court to me. I'm a judge. Now I ain't gonna say I'm a judge, just say I'm a video forensic. And they got me on the stand be like, can you break it down the video to your analysis? Then you got a motherfucker with an outburst in the stand talking about the video was edited. Look, the video edited. How many times you gonna say that every time you watch the video? Ooh, it look like somebody there with her. Ooh, the video is heavily edited. How many times? Sometimes I still see the same people saying the same shit. From what I learned, if I was a video analyst, they had me on the stand. This what it'll sound like. Trey, can you give us an analysis on the video that you observed on the footage? Well, Your Honor, according to first, they got to give you a background check. Yeah, I've been doing this for over the base of 10 years. I earned my degree at this such and such college. This is what I love to do. And in the video that I learned, I look for things that is consistent in the video. Just say like you got a lot of time stamps and glitches. There's one indicator that the video is being tampered with, and the reason how you know it's tampered with, Your Honor, because once you play the video, cause look, all he just got to do is just go to a video, right, and point out what I just point out in the foot. See her shoe missing, Your Honor. That just gave me an indication somebody tried to edit her footsteps. So meaning that we're going to have a frame missing out this frame. The naked eye won't be able to see this. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go in the computer hard drive and you know what I'm talking about. All of this shit. You just can't be sitting there telling Your Honor, yeah, Your Honor, it's edited, Your Honor. You got to explain how it's edited. So then once you go back to timestamp, you go back to timestamp. Check this out. The court papers got this footage, right? And watch this. You think not one time in court they brought up their time skip? Because if that's a red flag for us, what you think what was going on in the court when they going over this shit? Be like, whoa, we got a major time gap. Right? And then once you go on the footage, try to find out, right? Just as you reading the reports. And they said she was last seen by her friends. That's what the paperwork said, right? So in your mind, you're going to be like, damn, they really seen her on the 9th floor. That's where they last seen her. But they got another camera in the kitchen saying she with more people. And then they confessed and saying they helped put her in the freezer. Irene admitted that. So that means shit. The 9th floor wasn't the last place they seen the girl. It was the kitchen. And watch this. Y'all wanna know? I'm finna really tell y'all like this. If you would have sat down and read the paperwork, what the court paper said, they said she walked past employees. Right? In the kitchen. And she wasn't with none of her friends. Right? So that means maybe Monifa and Shamaya didn't put her in the freezer. Maybe they took her somewhere in the basement area. And Shamaya and them got on down, because all of them got on down and ran out the parking lot. Now the hotel got to get the body out the basement and put it in the freezer and put the lip gloss in there. On exactly. Cause watch this. P said he found out she was in the freezer at 12 something in the afternoon. Maybe they took her somewhere in the basement. And what threw them off when the news came out and said, then we see Kenneka walking in the kitchen on her own. And I know they looked at that and be like, damn. These people got her walking to the kitchen. These people really convinced everybody she walked back there. Because I'm going to tell you like this here. That would be the first thing I would have heard out on the news. Oh, not in my kitchen. Calling the police. Because guess what? Crown Plaza would have got a big reward for good security. For good security behavior. Like, you know what I'm saying? People would have looked up to people would have looked at Crown Plaza and would have applauded them folks. If they would have did what they did. If they would have got on their job and did what they supposed to do. You know what I'm talking about? But they choose to make it even more worse. Cause look, check this out. You got police, got statements out here and said this girl was in a basement. He said he had to go down twice. He went to the basement twice. And she was in another kitchen downstairs. So that means was Kenneka, right? Safe to say this, right? So that means
respect the taco. Enjoy your next birria tacos with a Jarritos.
Also breaking tonight, hours of new
is not satisfied with the theory.
So would it be somewhere down here, she in the freezer? Actually, a working freezer? And just say she could have froze and let the girl body thaw out for those hours while the family was up trying to get a missing person report. You see what I'm saying? Think about that, gang. Zach said the same thing when he was like, man, look, the kitchen they said what she was found in, that what she really wasn't even found. She was found somewhere else. So when you go back to the footage of the police, you understand why they got latex gloves on. And then that's why the body was moved. But check this out. She could have been in the freeze. Look, check this out. She wasn't frozen to death, right? She could have been in the cooler. Because they said her body temperature would be consistent with her being in the cooler, which would be 34 to 44 degrees. So I say she was in the cooler to be cold to touch. And that's probably why her body had those sweat beads on it. Man, y'all, once you learn how a body die and what a body do after death, you will know the freezer is not the place where she been there for 21 hours. Because she would have had blood coming out her nose, her mouth, her eyes, and her ears. And she would have been in a pool of blood. Because the body leaked body fluids. And you still got people saying, we know Kenneka. You still got people who still say, I know Kenneka didn't walk there not by herself. You see what I'm talking about? Because look, at once upon a time, you got Monique and them looking like they toted her. Right? We don't even know if they're real or fake. So check this out, right? They're just like, we know the footage is edited, right? So how can we believe there was Monique and Shamaya toting her down the ramp and we know they edited that part? It could be edited for them to look like that. Cause they probably got on down, right? You see what I'm saying? Because on camera, they got out of there. If Kenneka was in the kitchen upstairs, why would they would be running, coming out? Why would they would be running from the pool area to the parking lot? And they could have just went out the back door and got in the car. See what I'm saying? Hi, y'all. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, gang, I'm just waiting on the for this footage so we can watch all this shit. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to appreciate everybody that came out. You know what I'm talking about? Support your boy and share the video and opening up your mind to trying to think instead of let people doing the thinking for you. And check this out. Like I said in the beginning of the video, they ain't gonna show y'all footage of the other security guard just walking around and stuff. If they curl, they will show it to everybody. But look like they don't. See what I'm talking about? They would have been upload footage and told everybody, well, look, I'ma upload the footage so y'all can look at it for y'all self. If they really wanted the public help and all this, they would upload the footage and the people would be watching it and they would be going back over it every day till they figured out what's going on with that footage. But until then, they ain't concerned about that. They just gonna upload what they want to upload. I mean, y'all watch them anyway. Request that footage since they got the footage. Cause you know when Trey Gang had that footage, Trey Gang was showing all that shit. No holding back, no punches, no one's and none of that. I'm showing y'all so y'all can see. With timestamps. So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody hit the cash out. Bought your boys around the brew. Appreciate everybody that shirt. And like the video. You know what I'm talking about? But, like I said, in that paperwork, everything been proven to me. Too many witnesses said you got the gangs in cahoots with businessmen. You got witness saying the police were there. Hell, you even had people at the party said the police were there. If you got Kilo Brown said police were there, Irene said the police were there, and she the one that was in the room. Then you got Monifa said the police were there. Tay Zonde said the police were there. Everybody that said the police were there and there was involvement in all this organ harvest, these people is not even just YouTube. Kilo Brown not no YouTube for nobody to be contacting her and giving her some tea. You know what I'm talking about? Man, that's all I'm saying. Man, use y'all head, Jack. And think about the bigger picture. You know what I'm talking about? And then this another thing too. Before I get, it was another thing I forgot. What I was finna say? Damn, I forgot what I was finna say. Oh yeah. You know, French K said Kenneka clothes was gone. Where did they find the clothes at? Right? And where did they find the clothes at? Because they said the shoes and socks. He mentioned socks. Right? And I ain't see the reports, you know what I'm saying, include no socks. She ain't even had socks on the foots. Appreciate that, Keyshawn. So, y'all know it's bathrooms in the pool area. You got a gym in that jump with weights in them. You know what I'm talking about? Then you got people in the police report with like, hey, look, check this out. Cause look, once you think about it, nobody don't know if Kenneka was actually put in the freezer naked until they got the clothes. She could, you know what I'm talking about? That girl still had blood on her face, all on her cheeks and stuff. Yeah, don't forget about the cleaning lady. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, you know what I think? I don't think she would have had blood on her clothes if they had her raping her and stuff, right? They had to take them joints off. Cause remember, you know what I'm talking about? In the pool, this probably, in the pool, right? That's when her clothes were missing. Cause it's dirt already on the clothes. You know what I'm talking about? And it's funny that it's not one drop of blood on it. You know what I'm talking about? So if the police was already up there, that explain why they were taking the pictures of the body on their phones and submitting it as evidence. Cause look how freshly the body was looking. See what I'm Look how freshly the body was looking on the picture. No discomposition and none of that stuff neither. If Kenneka laid on her face would have been caved in. Her face would have been caved in like somebody hit her in the face with a bowling ball. But yeah, I'm gonna get on about this junk game. Man, y'all be cool and y'all be safe. And I'm gonna be back later on tonight, right? And we just gonna chop it up, you know what I'm talking about? And might open up the lines up so everybody can, you know what I'm saying, discuss and some few things, some few topics, you know what I'm talking about? Cause look, Monique and them ain't gonna say nothing. Irene them ain't gonna say nothing. Riri and them ain't gonna say nothing. Cause if they did, they would have been telling everybody why they kept running in and out the parking lot, why they kept running in and towards the kitchen. And you know what I'm saying? And Riri would have been telling everybody the real reason why she left the hotel, then came back, who she left with, who she went to see, and things like that. They ain't gonna say none of that. Just like the YouTubers know they part not to show all the footage. They doing the same thing Rosemont doing. Holding footage and shit. It's like they holding footage and shit. Just like Rosemont holding on the ninth floor cameras and the freezer camera. You got YouTubers holding on certain footage because they don't want you to see it. And put it together.